Hello guys, I thought I'd just check in and say hi to you and introduce you to my new SCOBY. I'm going to try and grow some kombucha. This is thanks to one of my lovely trainees. Yeah, so how are you? We've entered eclipse season. It's a little bit crazy, but it's so beneficial. So we just need to keep doing the work inside. So I really thought I needed to step on and say thank you to everyone who reached out last week after my incredibly raw post. I didn't do it on a whim. You know, I'm 47 years old. It's taken me a long time to really open up. It wasn't a surprise to my loved ones because they're aware, but I've been quiet in the sense with that, the people involved, I still love them. And I've always wanted to protect them. And I always lived in hope that we could all heal and we could all live happily ever after. But, you know, by doing that, it meant that I couldn't heal and I couldn't move on. And it also reiterated the messages, the vikalpas. This is the internal beliefs within you that hold you back. Mine was that I'm unlovable and unlikable, and you know, as much as I come across as I'm really confident, I'm not, you know, but I'm comfortable with myself, and I try to do the best I can with what I have. You know, I wouldn't have shared that if I didn't feel that I've healed from these experiences. So I wasn't coming from I'm really traumatized, I'm suffering from mental health. And we all suffer from we all struggle with our mental health at some points in our lives. And so I'm not saying, oh, that's me, I'm fine. There'll be times when I am triggered, but I'm aware, and then you can step into your breath and be really present. So thank you to so many people that reached out. I'm still replying to messages. I'm so glad that it actually helped others, and that was part of the reason for doing it. It wasn't for selfish reasons. And you know, I received a really horrible text from my father afterwards. I didn't even know I still had my phone number, saying that I was spiteful and I was doing it out of self-pity, you know, and for financial gain. You know, I'm really not about financial gain in that sense. I really want to make a difference. So it was really more for people that have been through, you know, traumatic events that lead to them doubting themselves sometimes, that there is actual hope and faith. The yoga that I practice and the tantric practices that I do, and my astrology studies have helped guide me and get me to a better place. And I want to share and support that and help others. That was really what it is. You know, for me, when I make a decision, and I try really hard in nowadays, especially over the past few years, to apply the Dharma code. And a lot of my students will know this. I'm trying not to gibber too much here, you know, but so apologies. You've probably switched off by now. If you're still here, thank you for bearing with me. Anyway, the Dharma code. So before I make a decision, before I do something, I apply the Dharma code. And these are four things, and these are Sanskrit words. Satya, truth. Is it true? If you're speaking your truth, is it necessary? And normally that's why I step back and I've not said anything, because it was unnecessary. But yeah, it was true, and I wanted to speak my truth in the sense that I teach others to find their truth, speak their truth, and be authentic. And I really want to be the most authentic version of myself. You know, so, and yeah, so, and then Salcha. Salcha is purity. So in a sense, keep yourself clean, remember, and wash your oxters. But no, it's also about, was it coming from a clean place, in a sense, my intentions were pure. They were never to blame or shame or hurt the people that I mentioned. These people have chosen, as much as I love them, they chose not to have me in their life. And when I was I dealt with quite a few difficult circumstances over the past few years, and they weren't there, and that's okay, and that's not me judging them, but they chose not to be part of my life. So I didn't, it wasn't a decision that was taken lightly. It was coming from helping others heal from circumstances, and it was actually me looking at what I needed. And it's always been about, if I love someone, how do I see it from their perspective and love them? And that's, in astrology, I am a Libran moon, and that is very much, I want balance, and I want to see it from other people's perspective. And in the past, my Libran moon meant that I've been a bit of a doorstep, or I was going to say doorknob, but I probably have been a bit of a doorknob as well. But also Libran moon stand for truth and justice. I wasn't looking for justice, but it's really about the balance. So actually stepping up to say, I matter too, is okay. And that was a bit of a, light bulb moment, which is outrageous, because I'm an old grandmother, should know better. But that's me needing to forgive myself and be grateful for you getting to where I'm at now. And these challenges have led me to where I'm at, and I'm incredibly grateful, and I am in a good place. And I always access that inner joy. And even if there is times where, last week being quite brutal, receiving a text from your own father saying some really unkind things, it wasn't surprising. He said worse to me, In a way, it was almost like, okay, what I did was for the right reasons, and I'm not going to listen to what he thinks of me, because does that matter anymore? I've been trying to be loved by them for so long that I don't need their love anymore. As long as I love myself, and I've got my children, I've got good friends, I've got other family members too that I deeply care for, and I deeply care for all my family members, but some I'm prepared to just step back and love from a distance. So we've got Salcha, we've got Salcha, we also have Tapas, which is a Spanish dish, but we're not speaking about Spanish food here, as much as I adore Spanish food and can't wait to get back to Spain. Tapas is a burning spiritual ardor. It's doing things out of passion, and I am really passionate about my practice. I am passionate about making a difference. That's why I do what I do. I want to help yogis and yoga teachers transcend, transmute, do the work, look at themselves, lift the veils of illusion, and find their true authentic selves. And if I don't do that for myself, why the hell am I doing it? It's just, I need to step up. I'm really, the tapas is also like burning away things that you don't need anymore, and the vikalpa of, oh, you're so unlovable. I am transmuting that. I'm lovable, okay? I am. So, and the last one, and this is the one where some people may have thought, well, that was a bit much. Ahimsa. Ahimsa is non-violence, but it's also not harming. And I did not put that. I'm aware, and I'm very sorry if my truth made some people feel uncomfortable. That was not my intention. Sometimes truth can feel uncomfortable, but then that's when we have to really look at it. the magic is in the we need to find comfort in our uncomfortableness. This is the thing, and learning to transcend that. I was doing it out of love for myself, which actually was also for love for my tribe, which, whether that's my children, my granddaughter, my friends. The more I do work on myself, the more I transmute my shite, the better version of myself I can be, and I can step up and hold their space better. That's the Ahimsa part for me. Okay. So yeah, my youngest daughter was very concerned that, you know, people might be judging me, and I sat her down, and both my children have been very supportive and very kind, and I've not involved them in anything. I've kept them, you know, I've just been honest and open, but I didn't involve them. It's not for them to own. But by saying, you know, I have been judged a lot. Being a harmless weirdo, I will be judged. And I've been judged a lot by people who've been thinking, oh, well, if her mum and dad don't speak to her, then must be something wrong with her. Well, actually, and I've stepped back and I've thought, I don't need to say anything as long as the people that love me and that I'm in my life know the truth. Well, it wasn't about my ego needing to go, hello. It was more about, I would rather be judged for being myself than be judged for the person I'm not. So, and she gets that, and she got that, and this is the thing, we respect and honor our differences, and I am truly blessed by both my daughters, who are beautiful women now, and so I'm very proud anyway. So I just thought I'd drop in and say thank you, and I will be replying to people. Last week as well, I was officially certified as an astrologer. I've been studying astrology for many years now. It's not really about the certificate, but it gave me a little bit of okay, because it'd been one of these weeks, so it was an ego thing. So I'm aware of my ego. If we didn't have an ego, we wouldn't have our personalities. So it's not about getting rid of our ego, it's about knowing where it's at. Okay, so I'm also studying a BA honours in humanities, and I'm specialising in art history and philosophy. So tonight I've got to step off here and go on to a live lecture. But we're coming back to astrology. This is something that has allowed me to find myself, find my soul purpose, my dharma, and help the people that I'm close to find theirs or understand where they're coming from. It also has helped find where my challenges are in my chart. Mine is Saturn in Cancer, 0 degrees, which means it's a very young planet, and I'm doing this from scratch. Saturn in Cancer is boundaries, family, safety. So I need to do my Saturn. We all need to do our Saturn. See where Saturn lies in your chart. Do your Saturn. That's part of why we're here too. Look at your natal chart. See where you're, and then we see where I'm a Libran moon, but that's my internal, where my emotions are. It's what people don't see. They see my Leo sun, they see my Gemini rising, go, oh my God, she's too much. But I'm Libran moon, so I need to bring balance and that understanding of others. I'm Mercury in Cancer. I communicate emotions. You might have guessed. So look at that. I'm going to be stepping on again and speaking a bit more about astrology and about what to do with it. It's so exciting. So I'm going to start sharing a bit more. You might have to put on my old prune-like face, looking a bit like a poodle today actually. But I just wanted to step on, just explain a little bit, because I think people make assumptions, or I had a few people going, are you okay? Yeah, I've been okay for a long time. I just wanted to give other people hope. And I wanted to also thank people for being so kind and beautiful and lovely. And yeah, okay, I better go now. Bye.